Record to the scanner. Okay, guys, welcome. This will be 45 minutes of mat Pilates, so make sure you have your mats. Um, and let's get started. We're going to join me down on your mat. We're going to start in tabletop position. We're going to come into cat and cow. I love having you all here today. We're going to start in cat and cow, just warming up the spine, the torso. So shoulders right over the wrists. Hips right over the knees, drop the belly down, look up towards the ceiling if you want to. Inhale, exhale, round up through the spine. We're gonna do similar to what we did last week. Inhale and exhale, round, press the belly button up toward the spine. The next few ones, I want you guys to initiate the movement starting with the tailbone. Exhale, round, starting with the tailbone, rounding up through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly down, start with the tailbone. Exhale, round up. Inhale, drop down. And one more time, inhale, round up. And join me back in center. We're gonna move the hands forward just a little bit. We're gonna press up into downward facing dog. Alternate bending those knees here, just stretching out the calves. We're gonna do a little stretching out today before we move into our Pilates warm up. This is part of our warm up though. So from here, guys, we're gonna walk ourselves towards the top of our mat. So if you have to, bend the knees to get there. Do whatever you need to do. Join me at the top of your mat here and let everything hang over. We're gonna come into forward fold. Hands are gonna come to the shins and we're gonna inhale, halfway lift, extend up through the spine. Really nice, long and tall. And then exhale, release all the way down. We're gonna do two more. Hands find the shins, inhale, halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold all the way down. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Really working on stretching out those calves, hamstrings, hips. Exhale, fold all the way down. Nice job. From here, we're gonna go right back into downward facing dog. So if you need to, bend your knees, hands are gonna find the mat, walk yourself back, downward facing dog. We're gonna go into cat and cow again, but we're gonna incorporate a little bit of a Pilates breath with it. So when you're ready, drop the knees back down towards the mat, come back into tabletop position. Our belly is going to drop down towards the floor. We're going to inhale and our diaphragm is going to drop down towards our hips. On our exhale, I want you to think about pelvic floor. So pretend this is your pelvic floor for me for a second. It might be better if I held my hands up over the window because you can really see the reflection. But pretend this is your pelvic floor. On the inhale, the diaphragm is going to drop down. On the exhale, everything is going to lift up. And I want you to create this imagery of a tissue just being, I'm grabbing it from all sides and lifting it up off the floor. And on the inhale, drops down. And then on the exhale, everything lifts up from the pelvic floor. So we're going to incorporate that in our cat and cows now. So coming back into tabletop, if you aren't already there, drop your belly down, inhale, everything sinks down. Exhale, round up through the spine, everything lifts up. Inhale, drop down. And exhale, everything lifts up, raises. Imagery of a tissue. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, round. One more time each way. Inhale. And exhale. Nice job. Bring the spine back to neutral. Cross the legs underneath you. And let's come down to a seated position on the mat. Shift your hips towards the center. And we're going to do some more of those cat and cow, but now from down on our back. So coming all the way down onto our mat. I need to keep my knee. Coming down onto our mat. So I want you to drop the tailbone down towards the floor and arch the back up off the floor. So this would be cow pose. So inhale here and then exhale, round, tipping the tailbone up towards the ceiling, pressing the belly button back. Cat pose. Exhale. Inhale, drop the belly down. Exhale, round. Everything lifts. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, everything drops down. Exhale, lift. Two more times each way. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nice job, guys. Bringing the spine back to neutral. We're going to bring the knees into the chest and go right into the Pilates 100. Knees can be bent, extended, or feet open like a book, heels together, toes apart. Keep the legs raised up toward the ceiling for now. Extend the hands down beside you. We're going to pump the hands like we're slapping puddles of water here. The movement initiates from the shoulders. You can lift the head and neck up Whenever you're ready, join me now. We're going to inhale for 4 and exhale for 4. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, if you want, you can lower the legs down a little bit, keeping that lower back planted on the mat. You can also alternate dropping and lifting the head, depending on if your neck gets weak. Inhale, exhale, inhale. We're almost there. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Nice job. Bring the knees into the chest, lower the head and neck down. Look left and right, release the neck. Extend the legs up towards the ceiling. We're going to do the modified roll up. Come back up to a seated position. Roll up to seated. All right. So all this movement initiates from the pelvis, just like in our cat and cow, just like we've been doing on the floor. So when we rock back to our half roll up here, I want you to try to initiate the movement from the pelvis first, going into our cat pose. So this really, we're still in our cat pose. We're pressing that belly button back towards the spine, rotating the pelvis forward here, and then rounding back through the spine, trying to create that C curve from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Then we're going to come back up to seated, sitting up nice and tall, coming back into neutral spine, reach the fingertips up overhead. We're going to draw the hands back down and then round down through the spine. Press the belly button back. Inhale, come all the way up. Seated up nice and tall, long spine. Inhale, exhale, round back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, round down. Inhale, come up. And exhale, round down. We're going to do one more. Inhale, come up, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, round back. Hold it for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Come back up to seated, sitting up nice and tall. Reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. We're going to go right into the series of 5. So we're going to roll all the way down here. Roll all the way down. And then bring the knees into the chest. We're going to do a single leg stretch. Any of these exercises, guys, you can always lower your head and neck down. You don't need to keep it raised. We're going to bring one knee into the chest. We're going to extend the other leg out on a diagonal. My right knee is into my chest. My left hand is going to come to my knee. My right hand is going to come to my shin. This is going to ensure when I switch that the legs stay on the inside of the frame of the body as I do this. We're going to pull, and switch. Pull, and switch. Pull, and switch. Pull, and switch. Pull. You can lift the head and neck up if you want to. When we're doing this, we're using our breath. So it's inhale, exhale for 2. Inhale for 2. Exhale. And we're also keeping that lower back planted on the mat. But imagery for the rib cage. I want you guys to imagine that your rib cage is spreading out across the mat. So it's not lifting up into space, but it's spreading out this way, like you're spreading out butter, peanut butter, and jelly on a toast. Give me 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's pick it up for 8. Here's 8. And 7, and 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Lower the head and neck down, look right and left. Nice job. We're going to do the double leg stretch. So we're going to reach the arms and legs long, scoop the arms around, pull the knees into the chest. As I do the same thing, swoop the arms around, pull the knees into the chest. I'm working on keeping that lower back planted on the mat so my legs only go as far down as they will allow that to happen. And I'm also thinking about spreading out that rib cage down on the mat. Here we go. You can raise up your head and neck for the next 4. Here we go. Here's 4. Swoop it around. Pull it in. We pull the knees in to stretch out that lower back a little bit more. Reach it out. Pull it in. This last one, we're going to hold it out there for 4. And 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job. Swoop it all the way around. Look left and right. Release the neck. Single straight leg stretch. Reach the right leg up towards the ceiling. Left leg is going to come out on a diagonal. Grab on behind the hamstring, the calf, or the ankle. We're going to pull, pull, and switch, pull, and switch. Elbows are wide. I'm working my biceps as I pull that leg into the chest. Lower back stays planted on the mat. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, and switch. My calves are so tight today. Here's 8 and 7. Legs stay in the inside of the frame of the body. And 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Let's pick up the tempo for 8. Here's 8, 7. Yes, you can. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Nice job. Everything comes down, rock side to side, massage that lower back on the floor, lift left and right. Nice job, nice job. Double straight leg stretch. We're going to extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Knees pre-bed, straight or open like a book. We're trying to keep that lower back on the mat as we do this. Hands are going to come underneath the hips for more support. And I want you guys to keep that rib cage flattened on the mat as much as possible, spreading that rib cage wide. And then also think about scooping the abs in and up. So as I lower my legs down, I'm trying not to let my lower abs protrude here. I'm really trying to keep my abs in as much as you can. It's so technical and so difficult, but we're all getting here at the same time. We're all on the same journey. Here we go. Lower it down for 2. Raise it up for 2. If your legs are straight, you can lift up your head and neck if you want to. And I also want you to think about reaching long through the legs here. Like I'm reaching away, trying to grab something on the wall or on the ceiling. We got 4 more here. Here's 3. Inhale. And 2. Last one. Nice job. Lower the head and neck down. Bring the knees into the chest. Massage that lower back on the floor. Nice job. We're going to go into bicycles. So thread the fingertips together. The hands are going to come behind the head. The thumbs come down the sides of the neck. And we're going to switch and switch. We're raising up the shoulder. And the shoulder tries to come to meet the knee. 4 more slow. Here's 4 and 3. And we're going to pick up the tempo for 8. Hold it here. Let's go for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Nice job. Everything comes down. Massage the spine on the floor. Hands are going to come to the knees, and we're going to draw circles with the knees. Circle, make a couple circles one direction, and then circle opposite direction. Nice job. Nice job. From here, guys, we're going to come up into a reverse plank. So legs up toward the ceiling. Hands behind the knees, rock yourself up to a seated position. We're going to slide our hips back to the center of our mat, and then feet are going to be extended out, and then we're going to let our feet flop open to the side. The fingertips are going to be facing towards our feet. From here, we're going to press up into the hips and hold it. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Reach up and over, seated forward fold. We're going to do that one more time. All right, here we go, guys. Coming back up to seated. Let the feet flop open to the side. Hands come behind us. Fingertips face forward. We lift. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lift it up. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze. Holding for 4 and 3. Can you raise up a little bit higher for 2? Last one. Lower all the way down. Raise. Reach up towards the ceiling. Reach up and over. Seated forward fold. Nice job, guys. From here, we're going to place the feet back on the mat. Hands are going to come behind our knees. We're going to walk ourselves down, and we're going to come into leg circles. So extend one leg up towards the ceiling. Hands are going to be down by your side. We're going to cross the foot towards the center of the body and then raise it up. So this shape, as I draw my circles, they're not circles this way, but they're kind of like a reverse D, capital D. So I'm drawing my circle towards the inside of the frame of the body, and then the leg is going to raise. It's going to trace, and then it's going to raise up. When my leg raises up, the same thing applies here as that we just did in our double straight leg stretch. Whenever a leg is extended, I want you guys to think about reaching the leg long out of the hip socket so it continues to pull, continues to reach, And that way you can scoop up using the lower abs, activating this area as the leg reaches up. All right, so we're gonna cross toward the inside of the frame of the body, then we're gonna reverse it. Here we go, cross and raise, cross and raise. Hands are just to our side for support. 4 more. Here's 4 and 3. Try not to let the hips move. 2. Last one, let's reverse it. Here's 8. So it's down, cross, and up. Down, cross, and up. Down, cross, and up. 4 more. Here's 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Grab on behind the calf, the hamstring, and gently pull that leg in towards you. Roll out the ankle for me. Roll the ankle opposite direction. We're going to stretch out the hamstring a little bit more. So shift your hands down towards your hamstring. I want you to pull the leg in towards the body like we're doing a stretch here. But we're going to bend the knee, and then we're going to extend. Give me 2 more. Bend the knee and extend. One more time. Bend the knee and extend. Hold it out there for 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's do the other side. So switching legs, opposite leg comes up toward the ceiling. We're gonna go cross, down and up, cross, down and up. If the leg's extended, I want you to keep reaching really long through that leg, using the lower abs to raise the leg up. Here's 2 and 1. Let's reverse it. Down, cross and up, down, cross and up, down, cross and up, down, cross and up, not letting anything else move in the lower body. 2 more. Last one. Nice job. Grab on behind the hamstring, calf muscle, ankle. Draw that leg towards you. Feel the stretch in the hamstring here. Roll out the ankle for me. Roll the ankle opposite direction. And now let's stretch out the hamstring, calf muscle a little bit more. Slide your hands down, pull it towards you, bend and extend. 2 more. Bend and extend. 1 more. Actually, you know what? Give me 1 more after this. Keep pulling that leg in towards the chest. Last one. We're going to hold it out for 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job. Bring the knees into the chest. Extend the legs up towards the ceiling. And from here, watch me, guys. We're going to come up to a seated position, but we're going to come up to wide angle forward fold in our mat. My inner thighs are crazy tight. They have been for a while now. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Oh my goodness. Come forward as far as you can, keeping a nice straight spine here. So wide angle forward fold. Our legs are separated. The knees are shooting up towards the ceiling, and we're just pitching ourselves forward, feeling the stretch in the hamstrings, the inner thighs, lower back. We're going to hold it for 4 and 3 and 2. And now we're going to move into our saw. We're going to shift our legs together so they come about the width of our mat, maybe a little bit wider. If you need to, your feet can stay planted on your mat. But if not, legs are going to be extended. Feet flex or Barbie feet. I'm going to go with feet flex because it really works on strengthening the front side of the body and then stretching out our back. Hands are going to come to the side. We're going to twist as far as we can, sitting up nice and long through the spine. Look toward that backhand, and we're going to round, dive forward like we're trying to create a candy cane shape with our spine here, but shooting our head down towards our knee or pinky finger to pinky toe. We're going to pulse, and then come back up to seated, and then twist the opposite direction. As I dive forward, my backhand is going to turn down and in, pulse, and then come up, twist the other side. Here we go. Pulse, come up and twist. Pulse, come up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time each way. Inhale, exhale. Exhale. Nice job, guys. From here, we're going to move into the spine stretch forward. So staying in your seated position, we're going to reach up and over. So my hand, I want you guys to imagine like you're reaching up and over like one of those big Bosu balls from the gym. So we're gonna dive forward. The belly button is gonna press back towards, or imagine someone pulling you from behind here, really rounding through your spine as you pulse forward twice, and then come back up to seated, sitting up nice and tall. Feet can be planted on your mat. Feet gonna be flexed, hip width apart, or the width of your mat, or Barbie feet. Toes, feet extended, toes flex back. Here we go. Here we go. Round forward. Come back up to seated. Sitting up nice and tall. Dive forward, round forward. Exhale. Nice job. Inhale. Come back up to seated. We're going to do 4 more. Here we go. Round forward. Come back up to seated. Inhale. Exhale. Come back up to seated. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, come back up to seated. 1 more time. Exhale. And now reach your hand all the way forward, coming forward into a forward fold here, stretching out the backs of the legs. We're going to stretch it out again. So coming back up to a seated position, we're going to swing our legs around, allowing them to come underneath us, coming into a tabletop position again. We're going to do cat and cow. Drop the belly down. And then round it up, pressing the belly button up. Inhale, drop the belly down. And then exhale, round. 2 more each way. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. That pelvic floor lifts this time. Exhale. Nice job. Bring the spine back to neutral. Curl the toes under behind you. Press up into downward facing dog again. Alternate bending those knees. Nice job, guys. All right, bringing the knees back down to the mat. We're going to cross the feet underneath us, and then we're going to come back down to a seated position. Hands are going to come behind the knees, and we're going to walk ourselves all the way down. We're going to come into bridge pose. So feet are going to be close to the hips. We're going to articulate up through the spine. So our tailbone is going to be first to lift up off the mat. We're going to articulate all the way up. We're not allowing our rib cage to open here, so I don't want you to think about extending here. We're going to keep the rib cage closed. And now we're going to articulate all the way down through the spine like a string of pearls, rolling back down on the mat. Let your pelvis rock forward here. And then on the exhale, we're going to lift. So pelvis lifts first, exhale. And then inhale, drop it down, rounding down through the spine. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, pelvis lifts up off the floor. Pressing up into bridge, and then exhale, rounding all the way back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, come up, and then exhale, round it down. Inhale, drop the pelvis down. Exhale, round all the way up. Inhale, exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, and then exhale. 2 more times. Raising it up, articulating all the way down through the spine like a string of pearls each time. And last time, bring the pelvis back down, bring the knees into the chest. Nice job. From here, we're going to do the rollover, and I'm going to demonstrate. If you guys feel a little bit nervous about going over your head, I ask you to just work on using your lower abs. So just lifting up here like this. And you can also use your hands on the floor, pressing your hands into the floor to lift your legs up. And the more you can do this, the more you're going to activate your tricep muscles and your back muscles to prepare to do these overhead rolls. So I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to slide down just a little bit. When we do this exercise, we're going to roll back overhead. The feet are going to open, hip width apart. I'm going to flex my feet and then roll down through my spine, articulating down like a string of pearls. To prepare, I'm going to come down on my mat. I'm going to extend my legs a little bit forward. My hands are going to be down by my side. I'm going to rock myself back. You can use your hands for support here. I'm going to open up my legs, hip width apart, flex my feet. And from here, guys, I'm going to round down through my spine, stretching my back out. And then my feet are going to come together. My legs are a little bit on a diagonal. Knees can be bent here if you want to. And then I'm going to press back overhead, open my feet, hip width apart, flex my feet, and then roll down through my spine, pointing my toes, coming back to start. Let's do 2 more together. We'll take it slow. Here we go. Round it back overhead, Feet open, hip width apart. Flex the feet and then round down through the spine with control. Using your hands for support on your hips or on the floor for support. Here we go, one more time. Rounding back overhead. Feet open, hip width apart or shoulder width apart. Flex the feet and then round down through the spine. We're gonna do two more, but this time we're gonna reverse it. So feet are gonna be wide to start and feet are gonna be flexed. We're gonna press back overhead, bring the feet together, point the toes, and now round down through the spine. Nice job. Feet come hip width apart, flex the feet, rock it back. Last time, bring the feet together, point the toes, and then round it down through the spine all the way down to the floor. Nice job. Bring the knees into the chest, rock side to side. Awesome job, awesome job. All right. From here, guys, we're gonna rock up to go into the open leg rocker. Extend the legs up towards the ceiling, hands come behind the hamstrings, rock yourself up to a seated position. On this one, you can either do the full or modified rock, and we're also working on our balance. So if you also just want to continue to work on your balance here, which we're gonna start with, you can do that. My feet are gonna be in front of me. I'm gonna rock back to find my balance. And my hand position here, I'm wrapping my hand around my ankle. So my thumb is in my front, the pinky is in the back, so my hand position is all the way around my ankle for support and stability. So find that now. And now we're gonna shift ourselves back onto our hips, creating that C curve with the spine, gazing down at our belly button. From here, we're gonna extend one leg up toward the ceiling. And now with control, we're gonna bring it back down. Other side. Extend it up. With control, bring the leg back down. One more time each side. Extend the opposite leg up. And with control, draw it back down. One more time, still C curving through that spine. And drop back down. Now we're gonna work for our balance. Try to bring both legs up. Still C curving and then draw it back down with resistance and control. One more time. Draw it up, find your balance. Nice job, bring it back down. Now, if you want to, modified versions here, hands are gonna be behind the knees. We're gonna rock back and then come all the way up, finding our balance. If you wanna try the advanced version, hands are gonna come to the ankles and we're gonna rock back and then rock up to find our balance. We're gonna do 4 of these. Let's start all together. Here we go, here we go. Find your balance wherever you are. Let's go, rock and roll. Come up to balance, rock it back. C curve down through the spine, coming back up to seated nice and tall. 2 more, wherever you are, come back up. And they may not always look perfect and beautiful. From here, bring the legs together, but we work for it, we try. We're gonna roll ourselves all the way down through the spine, nice job. But we are gonna turn over onto our stomachs here. So turn over for me, and we're gonna come into swimming. So extend the arms out overhead. We're gonna drop the pelvis down into the floor. So I want you to think about elongating through the lower back. Drop the pelvis down into the floor. We're gonna raise up the right arm and left leg. And now we're gonna switch. Left arm, right leg. Reaching in opposition. Right arm, left leg. Drop it down. And then left arm, right leg. Now we're gonna lift everything up and go for swimming for 10. And 9, keep dropping the pelvis into the floor. For 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, yes you can, 2, and 1. Nice job. Slide the hands down underneath the shoulders, press back into child's pose. Nice job, guys. Woo. Hit the hips as far back as you can. Drop the hips down towards the feet. Reach the arms long out in front of you. Drop the head and neck down between the arms for a little piece of heaven. I'm gonna check the time. I really should keep my phone next to me while I do this. All right, great, we got 15 more minutes. All right, awesome, guys. We are gonna come into a side plank to activate the obliques. So coming down onto our side, you can bend your knees here, you can extend your legs, feet can be stacked this way, or they can have one, you can have one in front of the other. We're gonna do a side plank from our forearm. So whenever you're ready, we're gonna push up for 4, 3, 2. Here we go. We're gonna hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 3. Give me one more count of 8 for 8, 7, 6, 5. Really activating this oblique. 2, last one. Nice job. From here, hands are going to come behind us. We're going to pass to a teaser position, and then we're going to come down to the other side. Let's prepare. Coming down to your forearms, pick what's best for your legs. Here we go. Push up in 4, 3, 2, press up and hold for 16 counts. Find your breath. 8 more counts. Yes, you can. For 4, 3, 2, nice. 1, drop it down. We're going to go into the side kick series. So we're going to line our body up with the back half of our mat. You could be up on your forearm, you can be down on your elbow, or fully extended all the way down. Feet are going to come to the front corner of your mat, or for modification, you can bring your shins parallel to the front. My feet are going to go to the front corner, but I'm also going to scoop my toes underneath me for more support. The foot can also be extended, but I find this just a little bit more supportive for what I'm trying to do. The top leg is going to reach long, so I don't want you to sink. I want you to be able to slide a piece of paper underneath your oblique or your side waist here. Supporting hand is going to come to the front for support. We're going to kick it forward and then reach the leg back. We're going to kick it forward for 2, then reach it back. Try not to let the torso or the powerhouse move. Reach it back. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, and reach. 2 more. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick. Now we're going to go into bicycle. So we're going to swing the leg forward. We're going to bend the knee. We're going to shift the shape to the back and then extend. Kick the leg forward with control. Bend the knee. Shift the shape to the back and then extend. 2 more. Shift it forward and bend. Shift it to the back and then extend. 1 more time. Shift it forward. Bend the knee. Shift it to the back and now extend. From here, guys, I want you to leave your leg right where it is. I want you to engage the glute so powerhouse doesn't move, but you're extending that leg to the back as much as possible. Flex the top foot. Now we're going to pulse it up. 8 more. 8, 7. You should really start to feel the glute. 4, 3, 2. Nice job. We're going to bring the feet back together and we're going to draw baby circles to the back and forward for 8. But I want you to keep reaching this leg long out of the hip socket for 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't let the powerhouse move. 2 and 1 circles to the front for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now we're going to do barrel circles. We're going to draw a big circle to the front and then extend it all the way to the back. Try not to let the hips move. Tracing a circle the size of a big barrel with our foot. Now we're going to draw a circle in opposite direction, so trace it all the way to the back. Lift it all the way up, allow the leg to rotate in the hip socket. Nice job, guys. 1 more. Nice job. Now we're going to extend the leg up and then flex it down. So we're going to rotate the leg in the hip socket. We're going to point the foot up and then flex the foot down and squeeze on the way down. Point it up. And then squeeze. Point it up. Squeeze it down. Here we go. 4 more. Trying to maintain that space underneath us. Last one. Nice job. We're going to grab onto the top foot, shift the foot up, and now we're going to flex the bottom foot here, and we're going to raise it up off the mat. We're going to pulse it up for 10. Here we go. Pulse, 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 pulse. 2 more. Last 2. Nice job. We're going to extend the legs long on our mat, and we're going to do scissor kicks and switch. This works the obliques, the legs, everything really. Switch. If you want more of a challenge, you can shift the backhand behind you. We're going to switch, 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 switch. Just a few more. Here's 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Nice job. Roll down onto your stomach. Hands are going to come underneath the forehead. We're going to raise the legs up off the mat. Bury your pelvis down into the floor. We're going to clap the heels together for 20 counts. Here we go in 4, 3, 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. Nice job, guys. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press back into child's pose for a little piece of heaven, and then we're going to go into the other side. Nice job, guys. Pilates takes some serious concentration and effort every single time you come to your mat. So I just want you guys to realize that and also give you some credit. Give yourself some credit for continuing to come back and continuing to do this. Awesome, awesome job. We're going to line our bodies up at the back half of our mat. Pick your arm position, whatever is best for your head and neck. You can also alternate. I'm a big fan of alternating between shins parallel to the front, or you can extend the bottom leg long and then top leg comes on top. We're going to do double kick to the front and extend it to the back, not letting the powerhouse move. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, kick. And then reach. Pulse it forward. And then reach. Really feeling that glute as that leg extends to the back. Don't let the powerhouse move. 4 more. And reach. Pulse, pulse. And reach. 2 more. Pulse, pulse. And reach. Pulse, pulse. Now bicycles. We're going to swing the leg forward, reach it forward, bend the knee, shift it to the back, and then extend it long. Feel the glute. 3 more. Here we go. Reach it forward. Bend the knee, shift it to the back, and then extends. Shift it forward. Bend the knee, shift it to the back, and then extend. And then we have pulses. 1 more. Shift it forward, bend the knee, shift it to the back, and then extend. Hold it there. Don't let anything move. Flex the top foot. Pulse it up. Two more. Last 2. Last 1. Beautiful. Bring the feet on top of each other. Make sure you still have that space so you could slide a piece of paper underneath your rib cage here. Raise up that top leg hip width or hip height. Point the foot. Baby circles to the back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, trying not to let the torso move. 2 and 1, circles to the front for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, moving into our barrel circles. Trace a circle all the way to the front and then trace it to the back. Circle into the front. Let the hip rotate in the hip socket and try not to let the hips move too far to the back. Let's reverse it. 4 big circles to the front. Here's 3 and 2. And then we have our leg raises. Nice job. Now we're going to rotate the leg in the hip socket so the knee is trying to face the ceiling. We're going to point it up and then flex it down. We're going to go for 8. Here we go. Point it up and flex it down. Here's 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Keep reaching that leg long in each direction. And 2 and 1. Nice job. Grab onto the bottom ankle. Grab the ankle, pull that leg up towards your chest, and then raise up the bottom leg. Flex the foot. We're going to pulse it up for 10. Here we go. Pulse, 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 pulse. 4 more. Last 2, last 1. Let's go right into our scissor kick. So we're going to switch and switch. Yes, you can. Switch and switch and switch. If you want more of a challenge, you can bring the hands to the back of the head. Let's pick up the tempo. Switch, 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 switch. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Heel beats, rolling down onto our stomach. Same thing we just did. Drive the pelvis down into the floor. Raise the legs up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press back into child's pose. Nice job, guys. Nice job, nice job, nice job. We're gonna do the neck pull down. So we're gonna come out to a seated position. So this whole time we're gonna stay in a C curve. This is like one of our most challenging ones, so stay with me here. Hands are gonna come behind the head to start. We're gonna round down through the spine. So feet can be planted, legs extended, Barbie feet or flexed feet, hip width apart or mat width apart. If you need to be a little bit wider, it helps for modifications for building strength in your powerhouse. Hands, we're gonna sit up nice and tall. Hands are gonna come behind the head. We're gonna round down through the spine with control all the way down, coming all the way down, and then chin comes to chest, and we're gonna round ourselves all the way up, come up and over for a stretch, like the spine stretch forward, and then we're gonna sit up nice and tall. We're gonna do 4 more all together. Yes, you can. Here we go. Round down. Inhale, come up without momentum, no momentum. This is all strength from the powerhouse. Come back up to seated. Here we go, round down through the spine. C curve all the way down. Come all the way down, chin comes just round back up through the spine. Round up and over, like the spine stretch forward, coming back up to seated. Nice and tall, 2 more, round down. Yes, you can. Round it up. Oh my God. Round up and over. Come back up to seated. 1 more time. Let's go. Round it back. This is our last time. Nice and strong, guys. Nice and strong. Finish strong. Chin to chest. Round up and over for your stretch. Come back up to seated, sitting up nice and tall. Woo! Reach up and over, forward folds. Take a stretch. Nice job. What time is it? Oh, 2 minutes. Okay. We're going to finish with the boomerang. I'm going to demonstrate. This is another one we will be going back overhead. So if you don't feel comfortable doing that yet, you can always just come down like before and practice lifting, raising up the legs for the ceiling. But if you want to try the boomerang, we're going to cross the right leg over the left. Hands are going to be down by our side. We're going to C curve all the way down. Legs are going to come over. You can use your hands for support. We're going to open, close with the legs. Left leg is going to be on top now. We're going to round down through the spine, come up to a teeter position, lower down with control, and then reach our hands up and over for a stretch. Come back up to seated. Now we're going to do the other side. Hands come down, C curve all the way down. This is still the down, round back, open, close with the legs. Hands can you can slide your hips down through your hands, come up to a teaser, slide your hands back a little bit, lower your legs down, reach up and over. All right, we're going to do this all together, 1 time each side. Here we go, guys. Sitting up nice and tall, let's start. Here we go, round down through the spine, reach all the way up, legs open, close, hands down, round all the way down through the spine, come up, find your teaser, slide your hands back, lower the legs down with control, reach up and over for your stretch. Hold it, 3, 2, and 1, nice job. 1 more time, opposite side, hands come down, C curve all the way down, round it all the way up into the back, open, close with the legs, round it down through the spine. Come up to your teaser position, slide your hands back, lower the legs down, reach up and over for your stretch. Hold it here for 4 and 3 and 2. Last 1, nice job. Coming back up to seated. We're gonna finish with our seal. This is just a massage for the spine. More playful than work here. I want you to just have a good time with this. So feet come together, my hands are threaded down through, grabbing onto my ankles. We're gonna clap our feet 3 times up, and then clap our feet 3 times to the back, and then round up, find your balance, 1, 2, 3, round it back, clap, 1, 2, 3, round up, 1, 2, 3, let's do 3 more, round back, 1, 2, 3, I might slide myself all the way out of the camera. Here we go, round back, 2, 3, round up, 1, 2, 3, 2 more, round back, 1, 2, 3, round up, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, round up, 1, 2, 3. Amazing. Amazing. There's always so many things I want to do, but never have enough time in class. But I thank you guys so much. We're going to do 3 deep inhales and exhales to finish up. Inhaling up overhead. Exhale, hands back down. Deep inhale this time, filling up the rib cage, front, side, and back. Here we go. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. 1 more time. Inhale up. And this time, hands come down to heart center. Give yourselves a little bit of appreciation for all the hard work that you just did. And I thank you as well. And I hope to see you next week. Amazing job. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.